Once upon a time, there was a young man named Max who had a dream of becoming a successful businessman. He had big ideas and ambitions but found himself constantly making excuses for why he couldn't make progress towards his goals. Max would tell himself that he didn't have enough time, that he didn't have enough money, or that he didn't have the right connections to make his dreams a reality. He was full of excuses and his progress towards his goal was slow and unsteady. One day, Max met an old man who was sitting on a park bench. The old man was in his late 70s and had a sparkle in his eyes that Max had never seen before. Max approached the old man and asked him what his secret was to living such a long and fulfilling life. The old man replied, "Young man, the secret to a happy and successful life is simple: no excuses. Whenever I wanted something, I didn't make excuses for why I couldn't have it. Instead, I found a way to make it happen." Max was intrigued by the old man's words and asked him to elaborate. The old man told Max a story about when he was a young man just like Max. He had a dream of becoming a doctor, but he had no money and no connections. Instead of making excuses, he worked hard, saved his money, and applied to medical school. He got accepted and eventually became a successful doctor. The old man's story inspired Max to stop making excuses and start taking action towards his dreams. Max realized that he was the only one standing in his way, and that he needed to stop making excuses and start taking responsibility for his own success. From that day forward, Max stopped making excuses and started taking action. He worked hard, networked, and made sacrifices in order to achieve his goals. It wasn't easy, but Max knew that he was capable of achieving anything he set his mind to. Years later, Max became a successful businessman just like he had always dreamed. He never forgot the old man's words of wisdom, and he always remembered to live his life with no excuses. And in doing so, he achieved everything he ever wanted and more.